Good morning friends, today it's 8th of May 2025 and the technical outlook for Nifty and Bank Nifty for intraday and short-term time frame is as follows. This is the third week of consolidation for Nifty with a positive outlook. If we see as on 21st of April, Nifty was trading at around 24,135 and thereafter it made a high of 24,718 levels. This week it has been within a range of the highs is at around 24,630 and the recent low made yesterday was 24,310. So yesterday it opened gap down but managed to witness a decent pullback before ending the session at 24,461, up 0.12%. So this consolidation is a good consolidation basically because things were overstressed and overbought, and time and price consolidation come correction ideally forms a decent base. As of now, we continue to hold the same outlook, that holding over and above 24,023,800 mark on a short-term time frame basis, the bias remains buy on dip. But at the same time, things are slightly in an overbought zone. On the higher note, it needs to sustain about 24,600 odd levels in order to witness some buying interest towards the resistance of 25,000 and higher. So 24,400 and 24,200, these are the important levels as per the intraday charts on 60 minutes. Holding over and above 24,400 and 24,200 marks, the bias even on the intraday charts remains range to up. As per the weekly option study, today being the weekly expiry for Nifty, the maximum call build-up has added up the positions at 24,400 calls and 24,500 call strikes, while the put build-up is at around 24,300 and 24,400 strike prices, which is the quantity is relatively low compared to the call build-up. That indicates a long hedged outlook. So conservatively, we still believe that the bias remains up, but as per the data, we need to be light and we need to look for some kind of profit taking at a higher levels or trailing stop losses. Even the index indicates that upside is capped as of now as per the data of last session. 24,500 remains important resistance which need to be held for any kind of short covering, else the 24,300 on the lower end will be looked as a support for the day. For the intraday traders, Nifty futures 24,250 and 24,080 are support levels, buying level, and sell levels will be at around 24,620, 24,720 as per the harmonic price study. If we talk about Bank Nifty, it has corrected in last 5-6 sessions from the highs of 56,194 made on 24th of April. Yesterday low was around 54,000 mark, and that was the important support levels we have been mentioning, that holding over and above 54,000 mark, the bias remains buy on dip. We have seen a pullback from 54,037 levels to the highs of 54,796 yesterday, before the index ended at 54,671, up 0.57%. So 54,000, 53,500, that's an important support zone on an immediate short-term time frame basis. But at the same time, we have been saying that holding over and above 54,000 mark, the bias remains positive, but it is trading in an overbought zone with a strong resistance at around 56,000, 56,500 mark, below which the upside remains capped. And since it has formed a cluster resistance at around 56,000 mark, till the time it doesn't sustain above 56,000 mark, the bias will be reduced on up move. As per the monthly UI data for Bank Nifty, the maximum put build-up is at around 54,000, followed by 53,000 strike price, while the maximum call build-up is at around 55,500 odd levels. So trading below 55,500, the bias remains range to down with the support at 54,000 followed by 53,000 as per the UI data. As per the price study, we still believe that the consolidation process is on, and trading below 56,000, 55,500 mark, the upside is capped with a retest of support levels. Thus one need to be light with the long positions in banking. Also, selective buying has been witnessed. Counters like ICICI and SDFC in the private banks relatively remains strong, while PSU banks have witnessed a decent call build up in last couple of sessions, and we have mentioned that the bias remains range to down looking the Y data. For the intraday traders, Bank Nifty futures 54,050 and 53,650 are important support levels for buying, while 55,000 and 55,400 can be looked for a contra trading short bets, keeping a stop of 100 odd points. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.